the small isolated town of Graven Hollow. Thanksgiving wasn't about family gatherings or feasts. It was about the Red Mile, which is a treacherous winding road leading deep into the forest. Its path lined with weathered signs warning turn back. Every year someone drove the Red Mile not out of choice, but as tradition. No one ever talked about why, and no one ever came back the same. This year, it was Rachel's turn. The Red Mile began as a dark, quiet path, the only sound being her car tires crunching on gravel. But as she drove further, the road seemed to grow alive. The trees twisted unnaturally, their barren branches clawing at the sky. Shadows moved in her peripheral vision, and the air turned, thick like she was driving through syrup. Her radio buzzed with static, and faint whispers bled through, calling her name. Her headlights flickered, revealing fleeting glimpses of figures standing in the woods tall. Gaunt silhouettes with hollow eyes that seemed to glow faintly red. The road stretched endlessly, curving impossibly until Rachel felt like she was driving in circles. She gripped the steering wheel tighter. She remembered the one rule her grandfather told her: never stop the car. But then it appeared a figure in the middle of the road. It was a woman, barefoot and pale, her long black hair tangled around her face. She stood perfectly still with her head tilted unnaturally to the side. Rachel slammed on the brakes, her heart pounding out her chest. The woman didn't move. Rachel's breath fogged the glass as the figure slowly raised her arm and pointed to the forest. Against her better judgment, Rachel rolled down the window slightly, her voice shaking. "What do you want?" The woman's lips didn't move, but her voice came loud and clear inside Rachel's head. "You've been chosen." Suddenly, the car stalled. The headlights dimmed and the radio roared to life, with a deafening cacophony of voices screaming in unison. Rachel turned the key frantically, but the car wouldn't start. Her surroundings darkened as the red glow of the trees began to pulse, illuminating dozens of figures stepping out of the forest, their faces featureless except for glowing, hollow eyes. She screamed as they surrounded the car, their hands pressing against the windows and smearing them with a dark, viscous substance. The woman in the road was now inches from her door, her face finely visible, a grotesque blend of human and something ancient. Her hollow eyes now blazing red. The door locks clicked open. Rachel's screams echoed down the Red Mile, and in the morning, her car was found empty, the inside coated in sticky crimson handprints. The townspeople didn't ask questions. They never did. Thanksgiving would come again next year, and so would the Red Mile. No one ever escapes the road.